Hi and welcome back to IndieGems. Today we have a very casual and relaxing cozy game called Tiny Bookshop. Released on the 7th of August, it's about all I have played this month because I found it incredibly addictive and I just can't put it down. Selling books seems like a bit of a boring thing to do, but somehow the right blend of management, narrative and relaxing vibes will have you hooked. If you enjoy either management or cozy games, then you will want to check this one out. Arriving in the picturesque seaside town of Buxtonbury by the sea, it seems like a good spot to put down a few roots and try and sell some books from your mobile bookshop. Starting with a modest collection of books from a selection of genres, you go about trying to sell them to the locals by working 7 days a week in various places around the town. As you get to know the locals and befriend them, they will open up new spots for you to visit and set you tasks for you to complete. These tasks and the narrative elements of the game are what keeps Tiny Bookshop from becoming repetitive, because at the end of the day you just sell books every day in different places, but the repetitive nature of the gameplay loop is actually very fun, and there are loads of different ways to grow your business and affect the number of books you sell. Starting off is difficult and a little frustrating due to the lack of storage to display your books. You only get one rack which can display 20 odd books, and you have to stock the unit with a variety of genres such as drama, classics, crime, fact, travel, fantasy and kids. Each location has a preference of what genre they might be more susceptible to buy. For example, the university campus may want more fact books or classic books, and parking up at the beach may mean you sell more kids books. There are also certain days of the week that have special events on, like the flea market on a Saturday or the supermarket sale day, and it's definitely worth keeping an eye on your diary to see when these special days occur. You can also adapt your bookstore with certain items you have bought to influence what genre of books you sell. So if you wanted to sell more fantasy books, you could equip items that give you buffs on that genre, like candlesticks or pumpkins. Each item you have in your inventory will have potential pluses and potential minuses, and they're all listed when you examine the object. This can make the game very strategic, especially when you are tasked with selling so many books of a particular genre, or you're trying to get an achievement based around selling certain genres. And there's quite a few achievements for just selling a certain number of books if you check them out. At the beginning of the game I was screaming for extra display units, but you have no control over this and you just have to wait for the opportunity to buy one and hope you have enough money when the chance occurs. Usually they can be found at the flea market or in the classified ads and pop up randomly during the week, or they can be bought from various vendors throughout the game. Once you've installed more storage, then you will start to sell more books and your business will start to grow. It was quite a while before I even got the chance to buy extra units, and even then it was just a crate that let me display 8 more books. This initial period is the hardest and most frustrating period of the game for sure, but it makes it even more satisfying when you finally start taking off. The sense of community within the game is very evident, and you will meet the same characters every day who pop into your shop and have chats with you about various subjects. Characters start off quite coy, but each day you get to know more about them and what interests them, and then you get the opportunity to help them in various ways to earn stamps, which are displayed in your journal. There are between 5 and 7 stamps to earn on each destination, and there are 10 destinations, so there are a lot of tasks to perform, and many of these tasks are multi-layered and take a bit of time and organisation to achieve, being present at the correct venue on the correct day for example. It feels very rewarding when you help someone, and the character and world building in this game is very good. You do feel like you are part of the community too, and you begin to care for the characters and the town. There are a few surprises sprinkled throughout the game, like investigations on crimes committed within the town or finding out secrets about the town's history, and then there are social gatherings like the bonfire on the beach at the end of the summer or yoga in the park. All these little events and cutscenes add a wonderful lustre on the gameplay and make it a treat to play. The game looks gorgeous too, with an artistic feel about it and an eye to detail, like characters opening their umbrellas when it starts raining or waving goodbye to you when they leave the shop. The characters look very realistic and behave like people would do. They all look different with different clothes and features. Some even jog to your store or wheel themselves up on the ramp in wheelchairs. There are children and adults and different things going on in the background. It all adds to the realism and immerses you in proceedings. You can dress up your store with a variety of items like flower pots or items that hang outside, and you can paint the interior or exterior to make it look the way you want. The user interface used to remove and replace items can be a little fiddly sometimes, and I would have liked to have seen the option of saving certain builds so you can quickly reinstate them at a later date, because each build has a different effect on what genre of book you sell. The game is so relaxing to play, with a great soundtrack playing too, and it's so easy to lose hours at a time. I've played 30 hours this month already, and I want to try and get all the achievements if I can. It has become a bit of an addiction for me if I'm honest, but the game is just so pleasant to play. If you love cozy management games with a great family feel and a narrative aspect to gameplay, then don't miss out on this superior title and just grab it. Okay, that's all for our review on Tiny Bookshop. Please subscribe to our channel if you want to see more reviews like this one, and join our creator for daily reviews on Steam. Thanks and see you soon.